Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're journeying high into the Himalayas to meet a legendary creature, a guardian shrouded in myth and revered for its power and loyalty. We're talking about the magnificent Tibetan Mastiff. The story of the Tibetan Mastiff begins thousands of years ago, on the vast, windswept Tibetan plateau. Imagine a land of towering peaks and harsh climates. It's here, an estimated 5,000 to 6,000 years ago, that this giant dog breed first appeared. From the very beginning, they weren't just pets. They were essential partners for the Tibetan people. With their imposing size, fierce temperament, and incredible strength, ancient tales even claim they could take on tigers, leopards, and lions. It's no wonder they were beloved and seen as a mascot, a living symbol of strength and protection. One of the most remarkable things about the Tibetan Mastiff is its pure lineage. To this day, it's considered one of the only ancient guard dog breeds that hasn't been significantly crossbred. This means the Mastiffs you see today carry the same primal genes as their ancestors. Their enormous size and fierce protective nature are not a result of modern breeding but a direct inheritance from a time when survival depended on it. For centuries, the nomadic people of the Tibetan plateau have relied on these dogs to guard their precious livestock, like yaks and sheep, and to defend their way of life against formidable predators like wolves. As their history unfolded, around 1500 years ago, the Tibetan Mastiff lineage branched into two distinct types, each with a specific purpose. First, there was the Dugi. These were the more common medium-sized Mastiffs. But don't let their slightly smaller stature fool you. They were known for being extremely aggressive and combative. The Dugi lived among the people, serving as the ultimate home security system and frontline defenders of the flocks. They were the dogs of the village, the vigilant guardians of family and livestock. Then, there was the Sanki. This was the temple dog, and these Mastiffs were truly colossal. Some could reach a staggering weight of up to 110 kilograms, or about 240 pounds. Interestingly, despite their more intimidating size, the Sanki were known to have a gentler, more reserved temperament compared to their Dugi cousins. Their primary role was to guard sacred monasteries and temples, protecting the Buddhist monks and lamas who resided there. They were the silent, watchful sentinels of the spiritual heart of Tibet. But if there's one trait that defines the Tibetan Mastiff above all others, it's their absolute, unwavering loyalty. This is not a dog that gives its affection freely to everyone. Tibetan Mastiffs are known to bond deeply with and serve only one master, typically the person who raised and cared for them from puppyhood. This one-person bond is legendary. A Tibetan Mastiff will unhesitatingly put itself in harm's way, ready to fight to the death to protect its owner from any perceived threat. This profound loyalty is precisely why the nomadic people of the plateau valued them so highly as personal and flock protectors. They weren't just guard dogs. They were family members who would make the ultimate sacrifice. This breed is often called the king of the steppe, and for good reason. Their primal instincts, combined with their powerful build and surprising agility, make them a match for some of the wild's most fearsome predators. It's a sobering fact that the Tibetan Mastiff, alongside breeds like the pit bull, consistently ranks among the world's most formidable dog breeds. Their potential for aggression should never be underestimated. There are incredible stories that illustrate their power. One famous account tells of a single Tibetan Mastiff that purportedly fought off and killed 37 wolves to protect its owner's flock of sheep. While this may sound like the stuff of legends, it speaks to the breed's incredible strength, courage, and protective drive. This same power, however, makes them a serious responsibility. In the hands of someone who doesn't understand their nature or how to properly train and socialize them, a Tibetan Mastiff can become a significant danger. They require an owner who is experienced, confident, and can establish firm, consistent leadership. Living with a Tibetan Mastiff is a unique experience. They're not like your average golden retriever. They are highly intelligent but also incredibly independent and stubborn. They were bred to think for themselves and make decisions to protect their territory, and that instinct remains strong. Training requires patience and an understanding of their inherent nature. They don't respond well to harsh methods. They require respect. A well-raised Tibetan Mastiff is calm, aloof with strangers, but deeply affectionate and protective of its family. They have a deep, resonant bark that sounds like it comes from the depths of the mountains, and it's usually enough to deter any unwanted visitors. Their appearance is just as impressive as their history. That thick, double coat isn't just for show. It's a vital adaptation to the extreme cold of their native land. It consists of a long, coarse outer coat and a soft, woolly undercoat that provides incredible insulation. This lion's mane around their neck and shoulders adds to their imposing look. They come in a range of colors, including black, brown, blue-gray, and various shades of gold, often with tan markings. Their heavy bone structure, broad head, and powerful jaws all scream guardian. In recent years, the Tibetan Mastiff has gained fame, and sometimes infamy, around the world. At one point, they became a status symbol in China, with puppies selling for astronomical prices. Unfortunately, This led to a boom in irresponsible breeding and many dogs ending up abandoned when their owners couldn't handle them. This highlights the critical importance of responsible ownership. This is not a breed for a first-time dog owner or for someone living in a small apartment with no yard. They need space, a job to do, and an owner who truly understands their ancient spirit. For those who are prepared to meet their needs, the reward is a bond like no other. To be the chosen person of a Tibetan Mastiff is to have a loyal, majestic companion who carries the legacy of the Himalayas in its heart. They are a living piece of history, a reminder of a time when humans and dogs forged a partnership to survive in one of the world's most challenging environments. They are the ultimate guardians, the noble giants of the snows. So, what do you think of this incredible breed? Have you ever had the chance to meet a Tibetan Mastiff? Let us know your thoughts and stories in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of the Tibetan Mastiff, do you and forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content about the world's most amazing animals. We'll see you in the next one.